I will expose Gambari, Buhari new chief of staff, Reno Omokri, said. Former personal aide to ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, Reno Omokri, has said that he will expose Professor Ibrahim Gambari, the new chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari. Mr. Omokri, who made this statement today on his verified Twitter handle, said that if God spare his life, he will expose Professor Ibrahim Gambari on Sunday in his column. The social media influencer, who is also a critic of President Muhammadu Buhari, told Nigerians that it is their future and that of their kids that are at stake. Many Nigerians has been reacting to the appointment of Professor Gambari as the new chief of staff. Some are of the opinion that President Muhammadu Buhari should have gone for a young person, not some that is in the 70s. Professor Gambari, who hails from Kwara State, has worked with the United Nations in various capacities before his appointment. He was presented to the Federal Executive Council yesterday in a meeting by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa. Professor Gambari has also told Nigerians that he will serve the country to the best of his ability. Thank you for listening to this news. That is his statement. That is his own statement and not a statement from his heart. He said it, we don't know how true it is. You know, people say what they want to say because they want people to uh, to listen to them. Gambari is already known to be someone of cunning character, of deceitful character. He has said this in order to be believed, but that is his own cup of tea. Nigerians know him already. They know him and they understand him. There is nothing is to be hiding for Nigerians. Reno Omokri has made a promise to expose him. Of course, not only Reno Omokri, other Nigerians like Femi Fani Kayode, who already knows him to the down to his lineage, has already exposed who he is. So he making that promise is just making it for Nigerians to just believe him. But it doesn't come from his heart. This is the same promise that Abakari made, yet he ruled the country with unfairness. Professor Gambari is someone that is very, very callous and deceitful. He is even more worse than Abakari. He has been an aide to President Buhari in 1967. They have been a very close ally. They understand each other. It is only the President Muhammadu Buhari that can understand him better, and is the only one that he can pay allegiance to. If he makes any promise of allegiance to Nigeria, that is just a promise of mouth. it can never come from his heart. The man in that Asorok is a sadist, a backstabber, and a cheater. Look at the story of the man that assisted him to the top. That's Mr. Fawushora, the man that assisted him to see that he is known by the UN. Despite all that the man did for him, yet this man still went behind and backstabbed him without looking back. He has a lot of lapses. He has a lot of weaknesses. So there is no promise that he will make that will move Nigerians, because he has always been making promises. But who he is who he is, and he will surely and will definitely show it out. Well, I'm happy with the situation of Asorok at present. Let me see how he's going to be in content, how he's going to contend with Aisha Buhari, who is already in charge of Asorok. Because that is what Gambari is always good at, wanting to be at the top, wanting to be in charge. So let me see how he's going to be in contest with Aisha Buhari. Well, Nigerians, it is a very good thing that these people are doing this to themselves. President Muhammadu Buhari, who chose to fill Asorok with his fellow Fulanis, has brought the war to themselves. So it is good that they face it. It is good that they experience it. Let them all experience it and also live Asorok together. That is what this country has brought to themselves. Well, we brought it on ourselves anyway. The day we nominated President Muhammadu Buhari, we brought it on ourselves. The day we completed and said, yes, he is our president. There is nothing one can do about it. We just have to be patient until this administration is over. I know that Reno and Omokri have a lot to disclose about Gambari, because no one that doesn't know the 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 the, the evil part of Gambari, the wicked and selfish part of Gambari, a very bad ally to President Buhari in his first republic. Someone who, because of lives of Nigerians, I'm not talking about lives. A lot of lives, a lot of people died. A lot of people, they lost their lives just because of this so-called professor. And now President Buhari still went to go in search of him again. You can see the kind of president that we have. You see that this president doesn't have this country at heart. He doesn't love this country at all. He hates this country. Because if he had loved this country, he won't or he wouldn't have gone in search of this man again. I believe that they both have an uncompleted mission, which the president wants the both of them to complete. But whatsoever is their evil intention, God Almighty in heaven will never and will not allow them to succeed, because this country have suffered enough. This country have seen enough. So it is time for them to suffer it themselves. We will not suffer it again. So my viewers, without any much to say, why don't we wait for the time when Reno Omokri decides to expose Gambari? But meanwhile, your own comment concerning this news are very much important. Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.